Welcome back to Perks Recap, back at it once again. We're hitting the Moody Blues once again. We're doing another complete album reaction. This album is called A Question of Balance. So this is going to be part one, I believe, of three. I think this is going to be done in about 3 parts. So part one starts off, we're going to start off with a song called Question. I want to just dive right into it. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Here we go. Oh! Okay.
Why do we never get an answer when we're knocking at the door? With 1,000 million questions about hate and death and war.
Okay.
Because when we stop and look around us, there is nothing that we need in a world of persecution that is burning in its greed. Knocking at the door, because the truth is hard to swallow. That's what the war of love is for. It's not the way that you say it when you do those things to me. It's more the way that you mean it when you tell me what will be. And when you stop and think about it, you won't believe it's true, that all the love you've been giving has all been meant for you. I'm looking for someone to change my life. I'm looking for a miracle in my life. And if you could see what it's done to me, to lose the love I knew could safely lead me through. Between the silence of the mountains and the crashing of the sea, there lies a land I once lived in, and she's waiting there for me. But in the grave.
Okay, this song changed. It came on kind of light and then strong, and now it's back to light, but it sounds different, even though it's the same song. Real quick, we're going to go through the writer and the vocalist. Actually, it's the same person. Justin Hayward wrote this song, and he's on the vocals for it as well. Question. So far, so good. Go back 10. All right, let's resume.
And she's waiting there for me. But in the gray of the morning, my mind becomes confused between the dead and the sleeping and the road that I must choose. I'm looking for someone to change my life. I'm looking for a miracle in my life. And if you could see what it's done to me, to lose the love I knew could safely lead me that you say it when you do those things to me. It's more the way you really mean it when you tell me what will be.
Okay. Oh, now we're changing it again.
Why do we never get an answer when we're knocking at the door? With 1,000 million questions about hate and death and war. But when we stop and look around us, there is nothing that we need in a world of persecution that is burning in its greed.
Okay, that just went right into How Is It? How Is It is the next song, written and performed vocally by Mike Pinder. Different vocalist here for this one. The drums in question really caught my attention there at the end. Of course, the drummer is Graham Edge. Yeah, that kind of caught my attention. I like the way how they kind of bookended it with that, what they played at the beginning and at the end, and then it really picked up in tempo at the end. So I like that one. And question was the song that they released as a single in 1970 when this came out. This came out in 1970. So I can understand why. That was a pretty good song. I Am Too Low. Have you noticed this? I'm way down here. I have to adjust my seat. So hold on one second. Much better. All right. How Is It by Mike Pinder. It's not a very long song, just a couple minutes. And I'm going to go back 10 because it actually started before the end of the last song.
How is it we are here on this path we walk? In this world of pointless fear, filled with empty talk. Descending from the air, the scientists please so think. Will they save us in the end? We're trembling on the brink. Men's mighty mind machines digging in the ground, stealing rare minerals where they can be found. Concrete caves with iron doors bury it again, while a starving, frightened world fills the sea with grain. Her love is like a fire burning inside. Her love is so much higher, can't be denied. She sends us her glory. It's always been there. Her love's all around us. It's there for you and me to share. mighty mine machines digging in the ground, stealing rare minerals where they can be found. Concrete caves with iron doors, bury it again, while a starving, frightened world fills the sea with grain. How is it we are here? How is it we are here? How is it we are?
Okay, that was an interesting song. The instrument that caught my attention the most in that was the bass. Really enjoyed the bass there, and the bass was John Lodge. Like I said, an interesting song. I will definitely enjoyed Question a little bit more than that one. But I think there's an overall theme to this album, and I do know that they tried to strip down the songs. According to Wikipedia, they tried to strip down the songs so they can play them better live, and make them easier to play live. And actually, I remember the last Moody Blues album that I did. I remember them saying that album was kind of not overproduced, but the production values were higher, and it made it more difficult for them to perform them live and stay true to how they sounded on the album. And I remember also saying that the next album after this, they purposely stripped it down, and this is that album. And that's exactly what it says. All right, we're going to do one more song for this part. It's going to be "And the Tide Rushes In." Ray Thomas wrote the song, and he's on vocals. Again, not too long of a song, about 3 minutes. And then we're going to wrap part one up.
I've been searching for my dream 100 times today.
Okay.
I build them up, you knock them down like they were made of clay. Then the tide rushes in and washes my castles away. Then I'm really not so sure which side of the bed I should lay. I should someone to tell your troubles to. I'll sit down and lend an ear, yet I'll hear nothing new. Then the tide rushes in and washes my castles away. Then I'm really not so sure which side of the bed I should lay. I should
Okay. Oh, nice.
The tide rushes in and washes my castles away. Then I'm really not so sure which side of the bed I should lay. I should lay. Blackbird sitting in a tree, observing what's below. Acorns falling to the ground, he'll stay and watch them grow. As the mirror on the wall
Okay, this is Don't You Feel Small, which is the next song. But since it went right into it and it's not very long, we're just gonna finish this one up as well, and then we'll finish part one. That whisper is actually Graham Edge, the one person whispering. Everybody else has a vocal credit though. Hayward, Pinder, Thomas, Lodge, they all have vocal credits for this song, but Graham Edge did write the song, Don't You Feel Small. This whole album seems like to have like a, not a swashbuckling, but kind of like a out to sea, the tide is water, the ocean kind of a theme. That's just at least what I'm getting from it. All right, Don't You Feel Small? Let's continue.
See the world, that's what it's called. Understanding of nothing more. Don't you feel small? It happens to us all. Time is now to spread your voice. Times to come, there'll be no choice. When you feel small, it happens to us all. Look at progress and count the cost. We'll small the seas with the rivers we love.
Okay.
See the writing on the wall. Hear the mirrors warning call. That's why it feels so. It happens to us all. That's the mirror on the wall. Who's the biggest fool of all? That you feel small. It happens to us all.
Okay. Okay, it sounded like the next song was about to start, so we'll stop it right here. That'll be the end of part one. I gotta say, Don't You Feel Small? I really enjoyed it. That turned out to be more of a rock and roll song than the other ones, really. But Question was still very good. I liked them all. I really did. But I think Don't You Feel Small now is the leader in the clubhouse with Question right behind it. I like that one that much. I'm excited to get to part two. Hopefully you join me for that. Really quick, we're just going to do a close and then we'll move on. Okay, so there you have it. That is part one. We're going to be moving right to part two. Part one, we had Question, How Is It? And The Tide Rushes In. Don't You Feel Small? Really enjoyed Don't You Feel Small the most, as I said. But I did want to mention, and The Tide Rushes In, Ray Thomas on vocals. Vocally, he was the most impressive so far. They all are really good, don't get me wrong. They all have really good voices, and they all can sing. But his voice in The Tide Rushes In impressed me the most. And I remember the last album, Justin Hayward's voice impressed me the most. So far, I still have high hopes for the rest of it. And there's plenty. They kind of all go back and forth on this entire album in terms of who's doing vocals and who wrote the songs. Anyway, all the descriptions for all my other Moody Blues reactions will be in the description below. Also in that description will be my links to PayPal and Venmo if you'd like to donate to the channel. The information's there. It's also at the end of this video, or hit the thanks button on YouTube. You could donate that way. And if you donate, I'll react to anything you want me to. Also in the description, my social media, and also an email, PerksPod@gmail.com. I have a podcast now. Actually, Al Hill, who's been donating to the channel, and he comments a lot on all my videos. He's actually going to be joining me on the podcast, and we're going to have a little bit of a back and forth about music, some sports. It should be a fun time. That should be about, I think, on Tuesday coming up here. Anyway, hopefully you join me for that. Hopefully you join me for part 2, and hopefully you enjoyed this one. And until next time, I will see you later.